and welcome to Beads Jar. My name's Billy, and in today's quick tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this very easy Shamballa wire wrap ring. To make this project I'm going to be using a ring mandrel, a 0.4 fine silver wire, and then for the ring base I'm using the super green to contrast with the silver. I've got a Shamballa bead, but you can have any bead choice you want. That's a 10mm bead I'm using. And tool-wise I've got side cutters, round nose, flat nose and nylon tipped flat nose for straightening out my thicker wire. So I've cut a generous length of wire, about 20 centimetres. And the reason you're going to use your nylon coats is if you've got some kinks and weave wobbles in this, you want to hold the base with a pair of flat nose, and then you're just going to run the nylon tip all the way along till you've got a nice straight piece of wire. Okay. Grab any pen and you're going to pop that in the centre of the wire, and you're just going to roll that around, halving the wire, like so. And we're going to place the bead in the middle of that curve. Take a length of your fine wire and go through your bead. Now whichever way you need to hold this to support it best, so you're going to hold the bead in the middle and we're going to coil the fine wire around the edges. So I'm just creating small coils of wire. So I'm working to the right. Keep the coils tight together. If you do get separations in coil, you can just squeeze them in with your fingers and that will bring the coils neater in. And I'm going to flip my project round and do the same on this side. Once you've got an even amount of coils on both sides, I'm going to take these off. So take the excess wire away. So I'm happy with those lengths, and I'm going to bring this middle section in together. So in order to do that, I'm going to take some of my wire away first. So cut that off, and on the other side. And with my flat nose pliers, I'm just going to roll the wire so we've got no sharp edges. So the bead now is sat in position. I'm then going to wrap a new section of wire around both. So this is a bit tricky to start off with, and we will tidy this end up after we've got going. So I'm just going across the two. So position it at the top and come across and down. Once you start to get the coil, it does get easier as you move down the project. It might slide a bit at the beginning. Just keep your thumb against it and keep it pushing upwards. When you've completed that section, just wrap around one side of the thicker wire to secure that. Two tiny coils will secure that one in position, and then we're cutting that excess wire off as well and smoothing it over with our flat nose pliers. Now before I move on, I just want to secure this side, so I'm getting my pliers in and I'm going to coil that around at the top. So we've got the coil going round both of those, and I'm just going to straighten out because I've wiggled my wire a bit, so I'm just going to run my nylon tips over the wire, straightening them back out. And then I'm going to measure the ring size that I want. I'm going to roll that around the mandrel, and that will also create me a lovely shape. Now we're going to leave extra length on this because we're actually going to curl these round to make this fancy pattern at the end as well. Stagger the lengths. One coil is going to be slightly longer. So I'm going to flip the project round and we're going to add a coil of wire to this section as well. So you go round one of the wires and we're going to secure two little coils here, so as tight as you can. Two little wraps round and take away that thread wire. And I'm just going to tidy that edge over and then bring the two together, supporting across those wires. Make sure they're even. And now I'm going to create another coil going across them both. So wrapping around the two wires. So I've done about 3 millimeters of coiling, and I'm going to take the excess wire away now. I've got a tiny lip here that I need to push in back into place with my pliers, and also at this side I need to pull that one in as well. You may just want to use your mandrel again to get the shape back as you've been pulling on it. And then we're going to create our lovely little coils here. So I think I've got a bit of excess length, so I'm going to just take some of this down. And then I'm going to pick up my round nose pliers and I'll do the longer length first. So you're going to hold the top of the wire flush with your pliers and you're just going to walk that round, creating a lovely spiral with the wire. And just keep going until you've met the coil of wire at the bottom. And then you're going to hold flush with the second one and we're going to coil that down as well. So we're just working that down towards the silver coiled wire. And that will give you a variable ring. I hope you've enjoyed today's quick tutorial, and we look forward to seeing you for the next one. If you have enjoyed it, give us a big thumbs up, and also subscribe now to our YouTube channel and get all of the latest straight to you first. Till then, bye!